Welcome back to our taped portion of Live at 5. For a lot of people, Memorial Day weekend means cookouts, being with family and friends, and a 3-day weekend.
And with all of that, some forget the true meaning of Memorial Day, a day set aside to honor the men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice. They gave up their lives for service to their country. John Scocus is the Secretary of the State Department of Veterans Affairs. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
You served 2 tours of duty in Iraq. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And what message on Memorial Day would you like to get out
I think
today?
the message should be that it's a day to honor those that gave the ultimate sacrifice or have passed on, those veterans. But more than the commercialism and the barbecues is to really get out and thank those veterans when you go to the ceremonies on Memorial Day today, or visit your cemeteries where you see local Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, veterans groups honoring those that served. I think 1% of our population is really fighting all our current wars now out of our population, and we need to honor those thousands who, and the over 30,000 that have been wounded in these recent conflicts, and really take a good look at what we have as a nation because of our veterans, because they have really made this country a great nation where we can celebrate on Memorial Day what we believe in as a nation.
And for a lot of them, it's tough to transition back to society.
Definitely, we're seeing that. I think in the last 8 years, we've made some major inroads in taking care of those veterans, whether it be the issue of PTSD or just the homeless issue. I think we've made a major effort in the homeless issue in our state across the board. And I think this generation of veterans are receiving some of the benefits of those veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice, whether it be in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, who laid the groundwork for the benefits we're receiving today.
Issues at veteran hospitals around the country, including in Toma here in Wisconsin, have been in the news recently. Do you think improvements have been made there?
I believe so, yeah. I'm a proponent that, you know, the federal VA hospital system is the largest healthcare provider in the world. They have some issues. I believe they're working on them. We still provide, and they provide the best health care for our veterans in the world, I believe. And so we'll work through those issues, working with our federal counterparts to do so. We have to keep our eye on the ball and make sure that their rights and services are always protected.
Now, is this something new, or did World War II vets face the same thing, but we just didn't recognize it?
I think the system really exploded after World War II in terms of taking care of the veterans. Some of the innovations that happened during World War II really started working in the VA. The VA has dramatically changed since World War II. At that time, it was a modern hospital, but it's grown. I think the Vietnam War is really the turning point in terms of care for our veterans. I see it in some of the benefits and services that that generation fought for. That we have today, the services at our hospitals, the services with receiving the compensation and pension for those veterans, or whether it be Agent Orange or injured, service-connected injuries, they really laid the base work for that. But this new generation of veterans, the VA is providing, I think, a tremendous amount of benefits for them and also their families. This war is so integrated. I had a World War II veteran compare their generation to this generation with so much of the family-related issues because of the Guard and Reserve being mobilized not once but 2 or 3 times. So there's been some comparison to that. I just think that on Memorial Day we should really take a look at where we've come and where we're going and get to these ceremonies, whether it be at the Capitol, Madison Veterans Council. We have a ceremony at all 3 of our veteran cemeteries across the state, but locally in the communities are really great ones to go to.
Yeah, it's a day to remember those that gave the ultimate sacrifice. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you.
Thank you.